Good morning, everyone. I am so elated to be here this morning. We have a special guest in the studio with us today, author Allaina Maria, and we are going to be discussing her debut novel, Mariah. So we are so excited to have Allaina here with us today. Allaina, give us a little background. Tell us who you are.
Oh, good morning, everyone. Well, first, I just want to thank the host who was so gracious to allow me to be on her show. So I definitely want to say thank you this morning to my good sis Cassandra. But who is Allaina Maria? Well, first thing, I'm an author, a new author. I'm a mother, a public speaker. I'm a woman of femininity, a woman of beauty, a woman of grace. I'm a woman of God. I'm God's child. I am a giver by nature. I stand for justice. I hate injustice of any type. I'm a woman of fairness. I'm a woman who loves people, and I'm a woman who is becoming. I'm a middle-aged woman. I'm in my mid 40s, and I am embarking on this new adventure of becoming an author and a public speaker. So I am a woman who's becoming. I'm a woman who's growing, but most of all, I am who God says that I am.
Absolutely. We are his creation. And I love the fact that we are becoming. You are never too old to become. And as long as we have breath in our bodies, we can be who he has created us to be. So I'm so excited to hear more about this book. So tell us a little bit about what inspired you to actually start writing or to create this book.
Well, my inspiration to start writing, period, or in general, um, pain, grief. My mother um, has seven siblings. My mother's the oldest, so it's the magnificent eight. And in December of 2022, one of them passed away, my Uncle Daryl. And life for all of us just went haywire. We didn't understand why. We know we're not here to stay, but that death really changed the landscape of our family. And as a result, I needed to find a place to place my pain. I've been through death before with my young son. He was 6 months old, and I lost myself for many years just trying to cope. And this time around, as I stated, I'm a mother. I'm a single mother of two little girls, and I had two sets of eyes looking up at me. So I had to figure out how to balance grief, but to keep living and how to show up. And so, as we buried him New Year's Eve, January of 2023, I sat down, picked up a pen and paper, and went to writing. And through that pain is how I started writing my books. I'd never written a book before, and I started in January 2023. And in 6 months, in June, I was a published author and actually selling books. So I'm just really excited. This journey was birthed through some pain, but it's what you make it. It doesn't undo the hurt, but it gives me a place to place it and how to help me to grieve properly. Because in the past, I'm sure we all can relate, death can rock you to the core when you love someone so bad and you want to hold on. But as we know through this journey, even you and I, one day, so just finding a way to do something with that hurt and that pain. And I put the pen to the paper. Even in the back of my book, I honored his legacy. So years and years and years down the line, his name, will never fade away, always be honored. So through that grief, I was able to find another gear in my life. So, I'm sad that he left, but I'm so thankful that he left such a strong legacy that it made me want to just continue and honor his memory. So.
And that is amazing to know that there is a way to process grief that it still produces something that is beautiful. So I honor your uncle's legacy, and we are so excited that even in death, that he was able to inspire you. So that is so beautiful. So let's talk a little bit about the book then. So the main character of the book, from what I understand, is this young lady named Mariah. So give us a little insight about Mariah and talk to us about this book.
Okay, with pleasure. So I did send a book, a blind copy to a random TikToker. And when she reviewed the book, great review, excellent reviews. But one thing that she said, this was a wild ride. So I want to put that out there first. Mariah is a wild ride. Mariah is the story about a beautiful young woman that when you see her, you most people are like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. I want to be her. I want to be like her. I want to dress like her. I want to, glean from her. I want to be her friend. We all see these people on Facebook and they look like their lives are so beautiful, and you try to be like them, try to emulate them, try to mimic them. Mariah is that girl. Mariah was the it girl. Mariah was the cream of the crop, the belle of the ball. She was the youngest of three children. She had a set of twin brothers, Mark and Marcus. Comes from a two-parent household, not the stereotypical maybe crackhead mother or absent father. No, no, no. She came from a two-parent household, parents that loved each other, and they were financially secure, had a wonderful childhood. She ended up going to college, graduating, but while she was in college, she met the love of her life, Keith. Keith, her husband, and she met Keith, married Keith, had the most beautiful wedding that you could ever imagine with celebrities there. I mean, she did it up. Her and Keith began their life, but very shortly after they were married, tragedy struck. Mariah's father passed away. And once he passed away, her marriage was the first piece of her life's puzzle to crumble. Mariah realized the man that she loved and adored didn't love and adore her back. Through her grief and her pain from the loss of her father, she, like what I discussed, like about my Uncle Daryl, she grieved, she cried, she hurt, she mourned, and she needed that man, her husband, to support her. But the opposite happened. He became jealous, bitter, envious. Why is the attention not on me? Okay, he left you a nice bounty. You'll live well. So stop crying. And he pretty much disregarded her, made her feel lower than low. And so Mariah realized, you know, wow, who did I marry? What is it about me? How can I make him love me? How can I change me to be better for him? How can I force this man to love me? And we all know we all have free will, right? You can't force anyone to do anything in this life. So she's questioning herself, who she is based off of one person. She has all these other beautiful people around her, but one person can cause her to doubt her self-worth, the one she loved the most. But as time goes on, Mariah started regaining her strength, remembering, hey, I'm pretty, Raya. I'm gonna be okay. I'll find a way to get through this. And she started just thinking about some of the things she'd been through with her husband. She was reminiscing, and she was like, wait a minute, Keith was nothing but an onion dipped in chocolate. He was nothing more than a bitter surprise. Okay. And I'm sure a lot of us out there can relate, whether it be women or men. You have these people who you would lay down your life for, and you realize once you take a bite, it was deceiving. Salt and sugar tastes, it looks the same until you taste it, right? So Mariah realized that. She started her healing journey. She started finding her way back, and Keith, being Keith, call him a man child, he was unable to accept the growth. And that's just the first part of the book. That is where the book takes a turn. I'm not going to stop there because I can't give away the end of the book. There's so many twists and turns at the end of the book that's going to blow your mind. Again, it is a wild ride, but I will say all of us can relate to Mariah in some way. Now, will we do some of the drastic things she did? Probably not. But when it comes to us as humans with relationships, connections, trying to know people, being connected to people, hating to let go of people we want to hold on to, we know it's over, right? It's time to transition. Some people are there for a reason, season, or lifetime. And when you have those reason or season people and you want them to stay and they can't, it hurts. So we can relate to this book more than what you will ever know. And then also just a disclaimer out there, there is some abuse. There is some self-doubt, for those who may be dealing with certain things personally, just want to put that out there, those triggers, there may be some triggers. But a lot of times, sometimes facing those things can help you heal. Not only that, seeing how other people cope, see if you want to mimic them or go the other way. But we can use everything we see in life as an example. So Mariah, it's really a good book, not just because I wrote it, but it really is a good book, and I think the readers will enjoy it. There are a couple steamy moments in here, tastefully done, though, not so much so that it make you clutch your pearls, but there is a little bit of steam in there, so hold on to your hats. And again, some crazy twists and turns, but Mariah is a great, great read. So I am so excited to share it with the world. And, I can't wait to have opportunities to discuss the book with you all. So, yeah. So that's Mariah in a nutshell.
Well, I tell you, it does sound like we can all identify with something that has happened in Mariah's life. And I'm so excited that we have an author who's willing to put pen to paper to help us identify some of the things that we're dealing with and how to process them. So I'm super, super excited about the success of Mariah. And so tell us a little bit about how we get it. So where do we find this book?
Okay, so Mariah, I am a self-published author, indie author, so you can purchase it at Amazon.com. You can also download it on your Kindle. I have paperback and hard copy. So for those who like the feel of the book in your hand and you want that hard copy, those are available. The soft copies, again, Kindle. Also, some people say, I don't feel like typing in all that. You can just go to my website, AllainaMaria.com, AllainaMaria.com. And once you go to my landing page, you'll see purchase a copy. Click the link. It'll take you directly to Amazon. You see the choices and make your selection, and it should be to you in just a couple days. So those are the ways.
Awesome. And so what's next for Allaina Maria? So we've got Mariah going. What else can we look forward to?
Oh my goodness. So this has been a busy, 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 busy year for me and my pen. Again, I just started writing in January. So I have three novels that'll be released this year in 2023. Well, two additional. So Mariah was the first one, two additional. The first one is called Fat Baby. Fat Baby is about a young lady whose life, one of the quotes she said, life never loved me and I never loved it back. So it's starting from when she was just a young, young child. Those generational curses came and ran her down, even though she didn't even know her family, but still those generational curses found her. So that book is coming out latter September. And then the next book is Mariah 2, Retribution. So the follow-up to Mariah, the second chapter of that crazy wow ride. So that's coming out latter October, November, around, or maybe closer to December. We'll play it by ear, but they are all coming out this year, and you definitely do not want to miss the follow up to Mariah 2. It's going to button up all of the things that happened in Mariah 1, and that's just a little bit more about Keith and her twin brothers, Mark and Marcus, who we call Twin Them. That's their name in the book, Twin Them. So those are coming up this year. Next year, I am branching out into sci-fi as well. So I'm not a one-note Johnny. The first three novels are urban fiction. So I have a book called Tilmora coming out next year in 2024, as well as Soul Jumper. And again, both of those are sci-fi novels. Also, I'll be having a poetry book coming out, and then also a wellness journal for women to journal their feelings and their emotions, because like I said, the urban fiction books that I'm writing are raw, real things that we've seen within our cousins, our neighbors, our friends. So a place where you can journal how you're feeling, sometimes just writing on paper. So I'm a 360 author. Okay, I can make you laugh, make you cry, make you jump, make you smile, make you pray, and everything in between. So those are some things coming up from Allaina Maria. So please stay tuned and follow the website for updates.
Well, that is amazing. I'm so glad that you are on your journey to see that you are a new author, but have already done so much work so quickly. That's just a testament to the inspiration. And I'm just so, so excited to see where this is going to take you. So I know you mentioned that you're also doing some public speaking. So if someone's interested in actually Allaina Maria, not only the books, but you as an individual, and to have you come and speak or talk with a group or talk about your journey, just beginning to be an author and some of the mistakes and things that you made, or could give helpful hints. How do we get in touch with you to book you?
Absolutely. So you go to my website, AllainaMaria.com, and on the site there is an inquiry button. You just click that button, put in your email address, phone number, and your request. And just piggybacking off what she said, yes, I would love the opportunity to come and speak with you, people who are uh, thinking about the journey of becoming a writer and not really knowing where to start. Everyone doesn't have a publisher right off base. So a lot of people start being an indie. They publish with Amazon, KDP, or Barnes and Nobles, or the different ways where you can be independent. And I would love the opportunity to come share with you. We could be the youth, adults, on the ups and downs of becoming a writer. Also, some of the mistakes that I made, so you don't have to make them. I've already made them. So I would love to come and just share my blueprint with you. And also just to give some tips and tools on how I was able to be a single mother with a full-time job, with elementary age kids, and still able to write. So some time management skills. So I would love the opportunity to just come and share with you about the journey and just becoming an author. So anyone who's interested, I would love that opportunity. Inquiry at Allaina Maria, or you just go to my website and click the link to inquire.
Awesome. And we know in this world of social media, we also want people to follow you and your journey and maybe see photos as you're kind of doing your book tours and things of that nature. So if you're interested in following Allaina Maria, I would encourage you to do so at author Allaina Maria. She's on Facebook, Instagram, and also Twitter. So again, if you're looking for more information on Allaina Maria and just her in general, as well as the book journey, again, follow her on social media at author Allaina Maria on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So any last words before we end for today?
Oh, yes. Again, I started off with a thank you, and I want to end it with a thank you. Again, thank you so much, Cassandra, for this opportunity to be on your platform. I really appreciate it. Support goes a long way, and I just want to express my gratitude. And then to my future fans, I just want to say thank you in advance. And I'm so excited you're going to take this journey with me, starting with Mariah, going over to Fat Baby, then Mariah 2, taking a dive into the sci-fi pond. So thank you so much for trusting me with your entertainment needs. I really appreciate it in advance. So again, thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing more from author Allaina Maria. Go out and go ahead and get your copy of Mariah, and let's start this journey. Let's go on this wild ride. And we look forward to all of your future success. God bless, Allaina. We'll be interviewing you again soon, I'm sure.
Yes.
And hey, maybe one day, even on the big screen, who knows where God is going to take you. So we'll look forward to all your future success. And again, let's follow her on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at author Allaina Maria. Have a great day. Bye-bye.